I first started out in this industry of work or line of work when I was 17. I was a field combat medic for the United States Army, 92nd Airborne Rangers. And after I got out of the Army, I was an EMT for a little while. What I do best is I turn wrenches. Working for AMR in this industry gives me a chance to give back to the community that I live in. When we work on our ambulances, we want the best possible work that I can do for this ambulance when it goes into service. My wife, who got sick and required a lot of ambulance transportation. So when I reflect on it, I look at, what if it's somebody else's wife, their grandmother, their son, their daughter, someone very special to them. When that ambulance leaves the shop from me, a piece of the memory of her goes with it. To know, in a subtle way that maybe no one else will see or hear about, that this makes a difference. And because it made such a big impact and difference to her and my family, a little bit of piece of that goes out in every ambulance that leaves my bay.
You know, my mom depended on this unit specifically a lot, plus others around the entire United States. So when I see someone else is getting that help that my mom got when she needed it, it means the world, man. Well, this unit's actually the last ambulance my mom ever had to ride. You know, when my mom passed away, this is the ride that showed up on the emergency call. So has a lot of significance to me. Kind of means a lot to me that I'm able to keep in service the unit that she last rode on, because it's an old unit. It has lots of miles on it. It's helped many, many people after my mom. We're not at the forefront. We're not what people see when people get into the ambulance. You know, the person who's lying on the gurney doesn't see the mechanic behind it or the work that's going into the ambulance. They see the EMTs. But we're still an important role in that, and people do end up noticing it. My mom goes everywhere with me. You know, I got a tattoo of her, so every single time, you know, I get in one of these ambulances, I have to remind myself that my mom was here. She had all of the, you know, the pricks of the needles and all the tests and all of the, you know, people looking at her and poking and prodding and trying to figure out what's wrong. My mom went through that, so the least I could do is get on one of these and make sure the next person can go through it just a little bit safer.
We have one thing in this world that we can all gather around, and that is each other. Doesn't matter where we come from, what our backgrounds are, how we feel about things. We have each other, and that is important to me.